What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. And in this moment, man, we're going to discuss the NBA. As we know, the NBA has been the laughing stock amongst all other sports for the lack of physicality. You know, this is what's producing all of these weak ass, fake, in my opinion, NBA stats that these players are accumulating. They don't really count in my estimation or my opinion because they aren't challenged. You know what I'm saying? The game is simply too simple. You know, you can't have too much physicality or the refs step in, and the whole all-star situation, man, is just gone to shit. And it's just not good. It's not good. It's not the brand that we are used to during the MJ era, during the Wilt era, during the Kobe era, and partially some of LeBron's era. That's what gets me so frustrated with the current NBA players, because they think and will vocally go on any platform, any podcast, and say that their generation is the best, that they could really play in any era. And that's what makes me mad, man, because y'all know, like I know, man, the NBA is just all run around, shoot threes. The bigs don't want to back up and post up. Nobody wants to take on the physicality, the lack of defensive effort, because these players know that it's all about offense, man. And, you know, from the players shooting the ball, looking at the refs to get a call on every single play, man, it's just gotten out of hand. And I meant to do a video on this a few days ago, and I just got around to doing it. So I want you guys to bear with me as I get into this report. And this is from NBCSports.com. And it goes on to say, NBA committee reviewing whether games has tilted too much to offense. Well, geez, you think? Yes, this whole league has pivoted towards a light playing style, and I will forever tell you guys, Adam Silver is the weakest NBA commissioner we've ever come across, man. I do not like the way that this guy runs the league. I admire the guy for some of the things he's done. I think he's a very nice guy, but there are certain situations, man, where you have to be quote unquote stern. You know, more like the late great general manager prior to Adam Silver, man. And I will forever say, man, as long as he's playing this passive aggressive style along with the face of the NBA, the current state of the NBA is going to remain in shambles. So let's get into the report where it says LeBron James reaction, go figure, LeBron James reaction to 397 total points being scored in a defenseless all-star game. This is what a lot of the regular season games are starting to look like too. Now, LeBron, this is what's tripping me out about this guy. It's working in your favor, LeBron. So when he's saying this is what the regular season is starting to look like, I'm just thinking to myself, dude, I'm quite sure at your age, you aren't challenged. Let's be honest. These kids are in awe when they see you. They literally move out of your way, right? There are a few games where LeBron James is going on the record saying that he feels like the refs should step in more and help him. So how can you go and contradict yourself and say something like this? Man, let me just keep reading this, man, because I don't want to make this a LeBron James topic, guys. The NBA scoring explosion is not new. In the 2003-2004 season, NBA teams averaged 93.4 points a game, and while some fans wearing Jordan-tinted glasses remembered the games of that era fondly, games were by and large a slog. Let's just say worst case scenario that the games are 93.4, and we know that back in the day that the average of a game was a little bit lower than that, but those guys were so competitive you could not just score 120, 130, 140, 150 points like we see now, because now we know that without the physicality, it gets kind of bland, it gets kind of vanilla, it's boring, it's bland when you know that this team has pretty much an all-star team of three-point shooters. You already know what the come out of the game is going to be, man. So it's just not enough competition, and you'll be surprised the level of physicality it brings. A lot of oohs and ahs to the game. When you see good defense going up against great offense, it's amazing, man. Like the competitive nature of these guys playing their heart out. You're going to see a decrease in the points because of the effort on the defensive end, and that's what I appreciate about the NBA committee. I guess they've heard enough of the fans complaining. The TV ratings are not the same, and overall the game just looks like I get more thrill out of a high school games. I'm just being honest, man, because at least we know that these kids are trying to make it, man, and trying to go somewhere with their basketball careers. And it's just more exciting versus what I watch on TV. I've gotten to the point now where I barely want to watch highlights. Literally, like until playoffs start, that's when I'll probably like watch a true NBA game. Other than that, I'll watch highlights here and there. And it's because the game is just not the same. And I could literally sit and watch all of the NFL highlights back to back to back and literally never get tired of it because it's so exciting. The speed, the physicality, man, the energy, the effort, and knowing that your job is on the line if you do not choose to show up, man, that puts extra in that player's back and make that player perform. And that's what the NBA is lacking. So the NBA has seen scoring increase steadily since the 2004-2005 season. The year the league started cracking down on hand checking on the perimeter, although a lot of other factors played a more important role in the rise. I know that the NBA is all about money. It's a cash cow. I get it. I know it's all about the money. But come on, man. Like, make this stuff competitive, man. Make it good for the game. And you got all these, because pretty much, man, Kobe said that the NBA is no boys allowed. Man, I'm here to tell you guys that is no longer the same mindset of these players, man, because you know what? You might as well bring LeBron James into the NBA. You know why? Because it's less physical than college. You may as well bring him in. Now that I'm thinking about it, who cares if he's drafted number 1 overall or undrafted? At some point, he's going to be next to his father. And guess what? He may as well. He's averaging 5.7 points in college. Why not let him go to the NBA? He'll probably average more because there will be no defense. Won't be any defense. Especially if they don't make a change, and I mean make a change now, because this has gotten out of control and it's just annoying. You know what I'm saying? You got all these players want to beat their chest, and I saw a post where D-Lo was like, I'm still cooking y'all's favorite player. Bro, shut the hell up. You were just almost out of LA. Get out of here. And these players think that they doing something because it's more catered towards the offense, and all it is step back, shoot, dribble, shoot, logo, shoot. And I'm just like, okay, well, if that's the way the game is going to be, how about picking up half court? Okay, if that's the way it's going to be, pick these players up half court and make it do what it do, because this is not the answer. Goes on to say, the sense among some NBA observers, the pendulum has swung too far. Exactly. And NBA observers would be no one other than the fans. Strictly, NBA observers are the fans, in my opinion, and also the people who are dealing out these TV rating deals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good for them, but it's not good for us. It's not good for us at all, because it's like I said, it's very bland. This was a quote from Joe Dumars, who everybody knows pretty well in the NBA. The league's competition committee has officially begun reviewing whether the game has tilted too far towards offense, whether changes need to be implemented to achieve a better balance. And I agree, we need a healthy balance. Even though they've tilted some of the rules towards offense in the NFL, a quarterback can still get their ass smashed. You can still hit fairly hard. But sometimes I feel like even with that, man, it's just watered down. It's just not a high level of competition. It goes on to say the question is posed to each one of those groups: is the balance out of whack? Do we need to balance this more, allow defenses to defend more? Yes, you do. To do more on the defensive end of the court? Yes, you do. And by large, people are saying it shouldn't be bad to have a little bit more defense. You don't want it where the defense can just, grab and hold, and you don't want it when the offense has just this huge advantage either. So you got to realize that they aren't being fair on the defensive side of things. I'm quite sure there are a lot of NBA players who would prefer to not play defense and just shoot offense, all because of the rules. And what's going on is these players are getting away with murder, man. They're getting away with murder. They're making all this money, and they aren't challenging. It's just like you work more harder in middle school, high school, and college than you do in the NBA. That's just what I've been seeing the last few years. You guys feel free to correct me in the comment section, or if you guys agree, let me know as well. But I just don't see the level of competition in the NBA, the slam dunk contest, the all-star. It's just all lackadaisical to me. And I just miss that competitive edge. And I know that these players are competitive, man, but when you're making millions of dollars in this time and age and living your life and worrying more about fashion, man, this goes deeper than just defense. It's a total mindset of these players coming into the league. You know what I'm saying? They teaming up to play all this AAU basketball, but these boys don't want to play no defense, man. And it makes no sense, man. And I hope that the league does their due diligence, man, and do what you got to do, man. Make this thing competitive. Make these players earn their checks, man, because they are massively overpaid. Let's just be honest. They are very, very overpaid in my opinion, and they're only going to continue to soar with the new NBA deals and the new CBA agreements. Like, this is what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who's a fan of the game during the MJ era, the Kobe era, the Allen Iverson, we just know what that looked like, man. And I don't know what they need to do or how they need to do it, but we need to get back to that competitive basketball. So you guys let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like always, if you guys are rocking with the content, I want to ask you guys to hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my videos. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at chargetheegame. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.